What's good, Special Kicks family? Welcome back to another wonderful episode here on Special Kicks. My name is Kanashka, and thank you very much for tuning in to yet another video here on the greatest sneaker channel on YouTube. So make sure you guys hit subscribe right now so that you guys can be a part of this great community. And you guys know that every Wednesday and Sunday I do upload a new video, so that's twice the action here on Special Kicks. Yet again, you guys know that every video has to be special, because here on Special Kicks, I probably said it for like the millionth time, but you guys know that if it ain't special, it ain't worth it. So thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special video here on Special Kicks. Now let's go ahead and not waste any more time and jump directly into today's new video, which means it is a new series. What does that mean? New series? Well, I wanted to do something different for you guys. Instead of giving you guys yet another unboxing or another rant or another random video for you guys to watch, which, you know what, again, all videos are great, but every video has its own little way of making things special. So today's Special Kicks video is about answering your questions. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, I asked you guys on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to send in your questions that you guys have, whether it's about sneakers or whether it's about myself doing YouTube. So I asked you guys to send in your questions, and I got a few of you guys, not everybody actually, because you guys, I mean, you know what, you'll ask me the questions if you see me face to face, but you won't answer it, whatever. You guys asked me a few questions, and I'm going to answer it here with a lot of fun, hopefully some seriousness, and if it ain't serious, whatever, you guys can take it and run with it. But before we even get into the questions, if you guys watched the last Special Kicks video, I did the unboxing of the Nike Foamposite 1 in the copper colorway, and again, I said something in that video where I mentioned the check on the Nike Foamposite 1 was missing, and it was present in the Nike Foamposite Pro chrome colorway, and most of you guys went ahead and roasted me about the fact that the Foamposite 1 doesn't have the check and the Foamposite Pro has the check. So you know what, that was my mistake. Again, I am learning as I make these videos, so don't scrutinize me as hard as you guys did last time, and if you continue to do so, I swear to God, we got a problem. But thank you very much for dealing with that. And now getting to the questions that you guys have asked me today here on Special Kicks. Let's go ahead and not waste any more time. Get into your questions. Let's go ahead and look at question number 1. Question number 1 comes from Kai St. Kitts, and he asks, where do you see Special Kicks a year from now? Well, you know what? Great question. Honestly, I started Special Kicks in December. If you guys aren't aware, I started Special Kicks with the intentions of uploading 2 videos a week. And honestly, I've been uploading 2 videos a week. I've only missed one in the past 5 months. And it's been great for me. And I've had a lot of ideas and a lot of concepts and a lot of success on this channel so far. So it's only the beginning. We're only reaching 150 subscribers now. And yet, you know what? I'm pushing for 1,000. Once we hit 1,000, we're going to go up from there. 2,000, 3,000, and you could do your math, you know, 2 + 3 and 5, 6, whatever, okay? So it just increases from there. But in a year from now, potentially, I see myself opening a Special Kicks boutique store where, you know what, I'll have things up for consignments, and, you know, you guys can bring in your sneakers. I'll buy sneakers and have them on sale for you guys to come through and purchase your sneakers. Not for retail. If it's for resale, it's probably for resale. But if it's not for retail, you're not going to really get a discount much. But anyways, moving that aside, thank you for your question, Kai. Moving on to question number 2, _Elias Alikozai, and he asks, why do you focus on brands that aren't big? Example, Champions, Reebok, and Puma. Now that's a great question. If you guys haven't seen my video that I did titled Dear Puma, I kind of mentioned the fact that I fell in love with Puma's products. And you know what, you guys can't really say that I'm a bandwagoner on Puma, because it's not the fact that basically they're hyping up out of nowhere like Champion. I ranted about Champion the other day, as you guys can know, because honestly, everyone's going crazy over Champion and the fact that they've been around the market for so long. Anyway, long story short, you guys can watch that video. But Reebok and Puma, I own a couple pairs of Reeboks, I own a couple pairs of Pumas. Puma more than Reebok. But look, the thing that I say here on Special Kicks, if it ain't special, it ain't worth it. So when I purchase a pair of sneakers, or when I do a certain thing that's special to me and it means something to me, I want to share it with you guys, whether that means buying 15 pairs of Air Jordans or that means buying 15 pairs of Pumas. If I support something that I like, then I will do that, you know. Again, I am not a hype beast, and I do not label myself as an individual who follows hype. I might have a certain pair of sneakers that you guys might think is hype, but even then, you know what, it goes back to being special and it meaning something to me. All right, so great question, Elias, thank you very much. And we move on to question number 3, who comes from yet another Instagram follower, H Sims, who asks, what Jordan would you really like to see re-retroed and why? Well, that's a great question. If you guys don't know, I have only 3 favorite Air Jordan pairs, which is the Jordan 1, the Jordan 5, and the Jordan 12. Simply because, you know what, they're all unique in their own way. If you guys look at the other ones, like 6, 7, and 8, so like 6 and 7 look together, whatever. Long story short, the pair that I would love to see is the Jordan 5. Jordan 12 usually gets a lot of retros, but the Jordan 5, I mean, if it's not in a simple all-white pure platinum colorway that costs $500, which is ridiculous. If you guys haven't seen that, sneaker buddy, you sleeping under a rock. But long story short, if it's something nice, if it's a good colorway, look, Air Jordan, do something, you know. Even if you guys want me to come over to your offices, you know, drop a 1-2 concept design, let you guys take that from me and not pay me a cent, look, we'll talk, you know. DM me, let me know. Specialkicks16@gmail.com. You guys can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever floats your boat. But I would love to see the Jordan 5 be re-retroed. But hopefully Air Jordan listens to this video and does something nice with the Air Jordan 5 and not just give us a white and a black pair costing $500. Now moving on to the next question, which comes from yet another Instagram follower. It's _Nicola_your_boy. And if I swear to God, if there's another underscore, I'll throw this guy out the window. He asks, would you rather get hit by a car or get your J's wet? To answer this question, I'm gonna pass it over to Nelly.
Hell no, ain't no way. What's wrong? Man, he just stepped on my J.
Next question we look at comes from Joe_Joe. He asked 2 questions, which is, you know what, I don't mind if you ask like 5 questions, but like, you know, everyone needs a turn. But because this is the first installment of the Ask Special Kicks videos, we're going to give him an opportunity to ask 2 questions. First question we look at, he says, what made you into shoes? I think he meant what made you like shoes, or what made you get into whatever. I'm still human, I'm not a sneaker yet. But anyways, he asked what made you into shoes. Well, what made me go into shoes is the fact that, you know what, if I could get a really nice pair of sneakers for dirt cheap, like as I told you guys, my first Air Jordan 1 sneaker cost me like $40, and the quality on those were amazing. So it's like, if I could get cheap pairs of like Jordans or Pumas or Reeboks, whatever the case may be, I look for quality. I don't look for quantity. I don't look for rareness. I don't look for limitness or whatever the hell it is. I look for quality, and if I could get this quality for like dirt cheap, then you know what, it's great. And it all goes back to the first concept here on Special Kicks that I mentioned. We don't buy retail unless it's special, and again, if it ain't special, it ain't worth it. So you know what, great question, Joe, and hopefully that answers that. And he asked next, what's your favorite Jordan? As I answered the last question, or the question before that, I said I have 3 favorite Jordan pairs: the Jordan 1, the Jordan 5, and the Jordan 12, which are great sneakers. Well, all 3 are different in their own way. So thank you very much for your questions, Joe. And moving on to the next question, we look at Ifaz_Udin1. Sorry if I butchered your name. He asks, well, he says, I don't have Twitter, but my question is, what is your other job besides a reseller? And keep up the good work. I appreciate that. Now, my other job outside of reselling sneakers is, you know, I work inside high schools and I deal with very annoying kids who, you know what, they watch my videos. So shout out to all my students who watch my videos. Make sure you guys, you know, share and like the video and give it a big thumbs up, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. But you know what, I work in high schools, and at the same time I also work for the Toronto Raptors, which is fantastic. And yeah, so outside of reselling, you know, I have 2 other jobs and I do stay busy. So it's fantastic. You know, sometimes reselling doesn't get the job done, so you have to go out of your way to find another job and make money, you know, and you got to do it in a correct manner and not do it illegally by selling anything else. So thank you very much for your question, Ifaz. And now moving on to the last question, and I really wanted to ask myself this question, so I kind of tweeted myself this question to make it seem like, you know, something's being asked of me. But regardless of all the questions that you guys sent in, thank you very much for sending in your questions. You guys can definitely send in your questions for the next Ask Special Kicks video, and you know what, keep sending them in. Whether it's serious or not, I'll answer them for you guys and make it as fun as possible. So let's go ahead and look at the final question, which comes from myself, and I ask, do you consider yourself a sneakerhead? Which is a fantastic question. You know why? because Sneakerhead is someone who lives and breathes the sneaker culture. Now for myself, as I told you guys, sneakers are more than just sneakers, they are a lifestyle. So as I like to express myself through every sneaker that I have, whether it's, you know, a pair of Pumas, whether it's a pair of Air Jordan 1s, whether it's Air Jordan 5s, whatever the sneaker is, each sneaker kind of has its own story for me, and it really expresses myself through that sneaker that I wear. I won't just throw on, you know, some Gucci flip-flops and be like, yo, you know, I'm out here, right? That's not me, right? But like every pair that I have says something about me. So yes, you know what, I would consider myself a sneakerhead, because one, I do go shopping for these sneakers. Two, I spend a lot of time looking for these sneakers. Three, I wouldn't line up for a sneaker, but you know, I would wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning to try to cop a pair online. So definitely, I think I follow suit in what a sneakerhead is. So you guys can now conclude that I definitely am a sneakerhead. So once again, thank you very much for your questions, guys. I appreciate everybody who took their time out of their day, sent me a question, and is now watching this video trying to get their response. And if you didn't like your response, then give this video a big thumbs up, because again, here on Special Kicks, if it ain't special, it ain't worth it. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next video, you guys know that I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right here. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. So once again, thank you very much for watching. My name is Kaneshka, this is Special Kicks, and until next video, stay special.